Have you ever wondered if there's a deeper connection between spirituality and the psychic phenomena we often hear about in mysterious stories? Perhaps you've experienced those unexplainable moments or strong intuitive feelings that guided you to make important life decisions. So, are we living alongside psychic abilities that we haven't yet recognized? In this video, we'll explore the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena and discuss how we can develop and apply these abilities in our everyday lives. Get ready to expand your awareness and embark on an exciting and mysterious journey. Script 1. Introducing the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena. When we talk about spirituality, we are referring to an intangible realm beyond the material world that cannot be touched or seen, yet has a profound impact on our behavior, emotions, and thoughts. Throughout history, both Eastern and Western cultures have held differing views on spirituality, but they share one common belief: that there exists an invisible world which humans can sense through special states of consciousness. Spirituality is not simply a part of religion, but a determining factor in the development of the mind and emotions of each individual. Psychic phenomena, such as the ability to predict the future, see through objects, or enter prophetic states, have always been a topic of debate in both science and spirituality. These phenomena have been recorded throughout human history, from ancient religious texts to modern scientific research. But is there really a connection between them, or are they merely coincidences that we cannot explain? Scientists from those in the field of physics to psychology have been exploring this connection for quite some time. One notable name in this field is Carl Jung, the famous psychiatrist. Jung suggested that psychic phenomena such as precognition, clairvoyance, or strange sensations experienced by people are actually part of the collective unconscious. In his book, Psychological Aspects of the Self, Jung wrote, "Psychic phenomena are not coincidences, but expressions of an unconscious layer we have yet to fully understand. This means that the psychic abilities we experience may be a form of connection with a deeper part of our consciousness that science has not yet been able to measure." A prominent example of this connection is the case of Edgar Cayce, a famous American prophet. Cayce was known for his ability to accurately predict future events, from natural disasters and illnesses to major life events. What's notable is that he never made these predictions while awake. Instead, he would perform these predictions in a sleep state when he had no conscious awareness or control. Many referred to him as the sleeping prophet. Subsequent studies showed that, in this state, Cayce could access an invisible source of information that we cannot explain with modern scientific methods. However, can these phenomena be considered evidence of the existence of spirituality? Or are they simply coincidences, or even creations of the human mind? Scientists like Dean Radin, a researcher in psychic phenomena at the Institute of Noetic Sciences, argue that there is an underlying connection between these phenomena and human consciousness. According to Radin, in altered states of consciousness, humans may be able to access a form of information that they typically cannot perceive. His research suggests that people can receive information from the future, from events that have not yet happened, through meditation or other methods of heightened awareness. Another example comes from Buddhism, a religion with many teachings related to the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena. In the Prajnaparamita Sutra, Buddha taught that all beings have the potential to become Buddhas if they achieve enlightenment, which is to understand the true nature of the universe and consciousness. From this perspective, psychic abilities like prophecy or clairvoyance may simply be a part of the enlightenment process. When a person can expand their consciousness and connect with deeper layers of the mind, the integration of science and spirituality suggests that psychic phenomena are not merely mystical events, but could be the result of the interaction between human consciousness and the universe. Spirituality and psychic phenomena may not be something far removed from our reality, but rather an integral part of the world we live in, a world we have yet to fully understand. After understanding the basic relationship between spirituality and psychic phenomena, we can continue to explore real-life stories and vivid examples that help us better imagine how these phenomena occur in the everyday lives of people. These stories not only help us feel the wonder of the invisible world, but also expand our understanding of the latent potential within each of us. Script 2. Real-life stories and examples. We've discussed the theoretical relationship between spirituality and psychic phenomena, and now, to gain a deeper understanding of this connection, we will delve into real-life stories, vivid examples that might make us rethink the hidden potentials within humans and the world around us. These stories are not mere imagination, but documented accounts, studies, and phenomena that science has yet to fully explain. The story of Edgar Cayce, the Sleeping Prophet. One of the most striking examples we can find when discussing the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena is the story of Edgar Cayce. Cayce, an ordinary man from Kentucky, USA, made thousands of accurate predictions throughout his life, and the strange thing is that he did so while in a sleeping state. He became known as the Sleeping Prophet because his predictions were always precise, ranging from natural disasters, illnesses, to significant shifts in world history. What makes Cayce's story even more mysterious is that he could not remember any of his predictions when he woke up. Moreover, he did not know why he possessed this ability. Subsequent studies indicated that he did not use conventional scientific methods or logic to make his predictions. It seemed that he was accessing a source of information from an unconscious realm that we cannot reach through our ordinary senses. One of Cayce's most famous predictions was a warning about a major earthquake in California in the 1930s, an event that still astonishes many today. But the question arises, how could one person predict such an event without any means of gathering information? Could this be a clear indication that spirituality and psychic phenomena truly exist and can transcend the limits of current physical science? Studies on precognition and clairvoyance. Cayce's story is not the only case that may support the existence of a connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena. In fact, there have been many studies and cases recorded of people with the ability to predict future events. Notable researchers such as Dean Radin, a scientist at the Institute of Noetic Sciences, have conducted thousands of experiments to investigate the human capacity for precognition. In a famous experiment, Radin asked volunteers to conduct psychological tests in which they had to predict an image that a computer would display in the future. The surprising result: the volunteers seemed to be able to accurately predict the image that would appear on the screen, even though they had no prior information about it. This suggests an ability that transcends the limits of time and space and raises questions about the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena. The story of people with clairvoyance, those who can perceive events yet to occur, has also been documented in psychological research for years. A notable example is the case of Ingo Swann, a renowned psychic researcher who could see and describe in detail the features of the moon before NASA conducted its missions in the 1970s. Swann's experiment was part of the remote viewing studies, a phenomenon that is said to enable individuals to observe and gather information about distant events, even those occurring in the future. Psychic experiences in ancient cultures. Not only in modern studies, but ancient cultures have also recorded many strange phenomena related to the psychic abilities of humans. In Eastern cultures, abilities like prophecy, clairvoyance, or entering meditative states to receive information from the universe have always been highly regarded. One notable example comes from Buddhism. In Buddhist scriptures, there are many stories about bodhisattvas or monks who achieved siddhis, supernatural abilities that most people cannot fully comprehend. These individuals could do things that ordinary humans could not, such as moving objects from a distance, seeing the past and future, or even changing the environment through mental focus. However, it is important to note that these bodhisattvas and Buddhas did not use these powers for attention or personal gain, but rather to help others, bringing peace and enlightenment to all beings. In the West, the story of Nostradamus, a famous French prophet, is also a prime example of the ability to predict future events. Nostradamus accurately predicted significant events such as the outbreak of the French Revolution and the World Wars. The strange thing is, he did not have any scientific tools to make these predictions. All of his insights came from visions that he experienced, connecting the stories and open questions. These stories are not just anecdotes or legends that we hear once and forget. They are vivid examples that show the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena may indeed be real, even though we have not fully explained them using modern scientific methods. These phenomena seem to be part of an invisible world that we have yet to fully comprehend, but if we expand our awareness, we may be able to access and perceive them. Do these abilities go beyond the human capacity, or are they simply the awakening of a part of our subconscious? And if they do indeed exist, can we train and develop these abilities, or are they something beyond human control? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think we can explore these abilities further in our own lives? Script 3. Theory and analysis of the relationship between spirituality and psychic phenomena. After exploring real-life stories, we can see that psychic phenomena such as prophecy, clairvoyance, or altered states of consciousness are not rare, mysterious occurrences confined to legends. In fact, these phenomena appear quite frequently and are increasingly being studied and analyzed in the light of modern science. So, how can we explain the relationship between spirituality and psychic phenomena? Is there a scientific approach to explore this connection more deeply? Science and the human mind. In the world of modern science, we can no longer simply dismiss the existence of phenomena that we cannot explain with formulas or physical laws. One of the pioneering scientists in researching the relationship between spirituality and psychic phenomena was Carl Jung, the Swiss psychoanalyst. Jung proposed the theory of the collective unconscious, a concept suggesting that all humans share a common unconscious layer that contains knowledge, images, and memories that transcend time and space. According to Jung, the psychic phenomena humans experience, such as precognition or clairvoyance, are actually manifestations of the collective unconscious. These abilities are not mystical miracles, but rather uncharted aspects of the human mind. He said, psychic phenomena are not coincidences. They are expressions of a level of the unconscious that we have yet to fully understand. With this view, Jung did not deny the existence of psychic phenomena, but he believed that they were aspects of the human psyche that we have not yet fully explored or understood. Jung also spoke of archetypes, universal psychological patterns that are present in the collective unconscious and can be triggered by psychic phenomena. For example, when a person experiences clairvoyance, they might not fully understand the message they receive, but it could be a reflection of an archetype or event from the past or future that their unconscious is trying to convey. One example of archetypes can be seen in near-death experiences, and is a widely documented phenomenon reported by many people around the world. In these cases, individuals who experience a near-death event often describe leaving their bodies, seeing a bright light, or feeling a deep connection with a universal sense or great energy source. These experiences may be seen as a universal psychological pattern that all people, regardless of culture or religion, can perceive in extreme situations. Scientific studies on these have shown that, although these experiences vary, they often share common elements, suggesting that there may be a collective unconscious layer we can all access. the concept of spiritual universe and psychic phenomena. In addition to Jung's theory, there is another approach: research into the spiritual universe, a concept that many philosophers, scientists, and spiritual scholars mention. One prominent scientist in this field is Dean Radin, the director of research at the Institute of Noetic Sciences, which studies phenomena beyond conventional physical boundaries. Radin was one of the first to propose the existence of a spiritual universe, an invisible space where supernatural information can be accessed. According to Radin, psychic phenomena are not random events or simply paranormal occurrences. They can be explained through spiritual entities that humans can connect with. These entities may exist in a different layer of space, a frequency band that science has yet to access. Radin suggests that when humans achieve a special state of consciousness, such as deep meditation, they can connect with this spiritual universe and receive information that is normally inaccessible. This is why many people, when meditating or in a flow state, the peak mental state, can receive information that seems to come from an invisible source. Radin's research on remote viewing also reinforces this viewpoint. Participants in these experiments were able to describe distant locations thousands of kilometers away, providing information they could not have known through normal sensory means. This experiment helped us understand that humans are not just physical beings confined to a physical space, but we may also be able to connect with an invisible realm that science has yet to explain. The relationship between spirituality and psychic phenomena in religions. Exploring the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena would not be complete without considering the perspectives from major world religions. In Buddhism, psychic phenomena are understood as the result of enlightenment. Those who achieve full enlightenment, like the Buddha, are said to possess siddhis abilities that transcend the physical world. However, it is important to note that these abilities are not the ultimate goal of enlightenment, but tools used to help free us from suffering. In the Lotus Sutra, the Buddha said, "All beings have the potential to become Buddhas." This means that anyone can achieve enlightenment, where supernatural abilities such as prophecy, clairvoyance, or siddhis become a part of the journey toward awakening, not a means to boast or exploit others. According to Buddhism, psychic phenomena are not miracles to be revered, but signs of a spiritual process, an expansion of awareness, and a connection with the universe. Along with these teachings, Buddhism advises us not to chase after supernatural powers, but to focus on developing wisdom and compassion to help all beings. Having analyzed the theories and scientific perspectives, we will next explore the hidden potential of humans to develop and harness these psychic phenomena in everyday life through mastering consciousness and spiritual practice. Script 4. Unlocking and developing psychic phenomena in daily life. After exploring various theories, real-life stories, and analyses of the connection between spirituality and psychic phenomena, one common question arises: can we harness, develop, and control these abilities in our daily lives? Can psychic abilities like prophecy, clairvoyance, or cosmic awareness become a part of one's spiritual development, rather than just random or unusual occurrences that we witness? This is one of the key questions we will explore in this section. Consciousness, the gateway to psychic abilities. One important thing to understand is that psychic phenomena are not distant, unattainable experiences. On the contrary, they may reside within our own consciousness, but we have yet to fully recognize or develop them to their fullest potential. Consciousness is the key that unlocks these abilities. It is not merely thoughts, emotions, or what we perceive through our senses, but rather a deep, unseen layer that holds potentials we have yet to tap into. In Buddhism, unlocking consciousness is the first step toward enlightenment and the development of psychic abilities. Buddhist monks and bodhisattvas in various stories have attained clairvoyance or miraculous powers through their spiritual practices, mastering their consciousness through meditation, reflection, and inner purity. One of Buddha's famous teachings is, master the mind, for the mind is the origin of all things. When we master our mind and are no longer bound by greed, anger, and delusion, we can begin to access information from the invisible realms, as well as develop abilities like prophecy and clairvoyance. In fact, many of us have experienced moments of clairvoyance or inexplicable sensations. This could be a prophetic dream, a feeling of certainty when making a decision in business or relationships, or simply an inner voice guiding us through important life situations. These experiences are not random. They may be signs of a latent spiritual ability within each of us. The important thing is that we need to learn how to recognize and master them. Meditation and methods to enhance psychic abilities. One of the most effective methods for unlocking and developing psychic abilities is meditation. Meditation not only helps us find inner peace, but it is also a tool to expand our awareness and connect with higher levels of consciousness. Scientific research shows that meditation can help individuals achieve a state of awakening, where the senses are no longer bound by space and time. In this state, people can experience psychic phenomena like prophecy, clairvoyance, or even feel a sense of the spiritual universe, as many spiritual researchers have described. One popular meditation technique is mindfulness meditation, which research shows can enhance self-awareness and awareness of the world around us. Mindfulness meditation helps us wake up to the present moment, unburdened by past regrets or future anxieties. In this state, we can expand our ability to perceive subtle signals from the universe or our own consciousness. This enhances clairvoyance, as when the mind is cleansed and purified, we are able to see more clearly what is happening around us. Additionally, another method to enhance psychic abilities is deep meditation. This is a meditative state where the practitioner enters an almost unconscious state, allowing the mind to connect with higher dimensions of the universe and the collective unconscious. In this state, individuals may perceive messages from other realms or even experience visions or events that have not yet occurred in the future. Cultivating compassion and empathy. Beyond meditation, an important factor in developing psychic abilities is compassion and empathy. In many spiritual traditions, practicing compassion and empathy for others not only helps us build better relationships, but it also enables us to connect with invisible energies. When we open our hearts, learn to love and understand others, we create a positive energy field that helps purify the mind and easily connect with higher levels of the universe. Buddhism teaches compassion is the path to enlightenment. When we practice compassion, we not only help others, but also help ourselves expand our awareness and sensitivity. Those with a large heart of compassion are often said to have the ability to see through the hearts and thoughts of others, a form of clairvoyance. This is not a coincidence, but the result of spiritual practice, cultivating compassion and attaining inner purity, creating an environment to develop psychic abilities. To develop psychic abilities, the environment around us plays a vital role. A positive, peaceful, and loving environment can help our consciousness expand and access abilities beyond the physical limits. This requires us not only to live in a serene environment, but also to create a supportive space where individuals can learn and grow together. Spiritual communities where people meditate, learn, and share their psychic experiences can be great places to develop these abilities. Like-minded people practicing together can support each other and create a positive atmosphere that allows each individual to fully tap into their potential. Unlocking and developing psychic abilities is not easy, but it is not impossible either. Each one of us possesses this potential, and we only need to learn how to open and train our consciousness. This not only helps us develop psychic abilities, but also makes us wiser and more peaceful in our daily lives. So, what do you think about unlocking psychic abilities in your own life? Have you ever experienced a moment of clairvoyance or had an unexplainable feeling? Share your story in the comments and let's discuss further to understand this unseen world. Script 5. Practicing and applying psychic phenomena in daily life. With a deep understanding of spirituality and psychic phenomena, we can see that these abilities are not just mystical occurrences to be found in ancient texts or legendary stories. On the contrary, they can be an essential part of our everyday lives if we know how to practice and apply them correctly. So, how can these psychic abilities become tools that help us live a fulfilling, peaceful, and wise life? Applying psychic phenomena in everyday decision-making. One of the first applications of psychic phenomena is using abilities like clairvoyance or deep perception in the decision-making process. We all know that in life, there are moments when reason alone cannot help us make a clear choice. These are times when, no matter how much we analyze or calculate, we still feel uncertain or confused. It is at these moments that the ability to listen to intuition or perceive the universe can become a great companion. For example, in the story of physicist Albert Einstein, he once said, "Reason is a tool, but imagination is an infinite world in many cases." It was Einstein's intuition, those inexplicable feelings, that helped him develop his groundbreaking scientific theories, such as the theory of relativity. He believed that in important moments, human consciousness can access information beyond the scope of reason and normal senses. For each of us, the same applies. When faced with important choices such as career decisions, relationships, or financial matters, sometimes reason alone isn't sharp enough to point us toward the right path. Instead of relying solely on data and logical analysis, we can learn to listen to and trust the deep feelings within us. This is how we can tap into psychic abilities to make accurate and appropriate decisions. Meditation to enhance prophecy and perception. One of the most effective methods to tap into and develop psychic abilities is meditation. Meditation not only helps us find inner peace, but also serves as a tool to expand our awareness and access information from invisible dimensions. There is an interesting story about a famous Buddhist monk in history, Master Huining. He is known for attaining enlightenment through deep meditation, without the need for academic or scriptural methods. A famous story about Master Huining is when he heard a verse during meditation and immediately understood the essence of the Dharma without anyone explaining it. Thanks to his deep meditation and open heart, he reached enlightenment without any theoretical preparation. In modern life, meditation can also help us unlock abilities such as clairvoyance or prophecy. When we meditate, we not only focus on calming the mind, but also listen to signals from the outside world, signals from our surroundings, from deep sensations that the rational mind cannot explain. Prophetic dreams, feelings about future events, or messages from the deceased may appear when our consciousness is expanded. A prominent study on meditation and prophecy was conducted by Dr. Dean Radin, one of the researchers on psychic phenomena. His research shows that meditation helps people connect with information beyond the limits of time and space. Those who meditate regularly often have the ability to perceive signs of the future or even events that have not yet occurred. Using compassion and empathy to enhance psychic power. An essential factor in developing psychic abilities is compassion and empathy. Buddhism teaches that compassion is not just unconditional love, but also an invisible force that helps open consciousness. When we practice compassion, we not only connect with those around us, but also expand our ability to perceive and experience the unseen world. Empathy and compassion help us maintain inner peace and not be affected by negative emotions such as anger or anxiety. When the mind is calm and tranquil, we can easily perceive subtle signs from the universe, those invisible feelings we usually ignore. A real-life example of the combination of compassion and psychic ability is the story of Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of the Indian independence movement. Gandhi was famous for his compassion and his ability to read the emotions and thoughts of others. He was not only a political leader, but also a spiritual leader, always listening to and understanding the souls of others. Gandhi's compassion helped him make wise decisions in challenging situations, not just through reason, but through a deep sense of humanity and the universe, creating an environment to develop psychic abilities. To harness and apply psychic abilities, the environment around us plays a significant role. A living environment filled with love, stillness, and support will help us develop these abilities. The environment is not just the physical space, but also the spiritual space we create around us. A spiritual community where people meditate, practice, and share experiences is an ideal environment for developing psychic abilities. When we share and learn from like-minded individuals, the positive energy helps us tap into the unseen potentials within ourselves, applying psychic abilities to help others. Finally, one of the most important applications of psychic phenomena is using them to help others. Abilities like clairvoyance, deep perception, or prophecy can help us understand the pain and suffering of others, allowing us to offer advice and support that is truly helpful. As the Buddha once taught, the only path to liberation is to help others achieve liberation. When we unlock our psychic abilities and use them to serve others, we not only help them, but also enrich our own spiritual lives. So, have you ever experienced or felt psychic abilities in your own life? What do you think about tapping into and applying these abilities in everyday life to make wiser decisions and better develop yourself? Share your thoughts with us, and don't forget to follow our future videos to continue exploring the mystical depths of spirituality and psychic phenomena. Thank you for taking the time to join us in exploring the fascinating connections between spirituality and psychic phenomena. We hope the information and stories shared in today's video have helped you see the world around you in a deeper way. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends so we can continue this journey of exploring the mysteries of spirituality and the universe. Feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. We'd love to hear your stories and perspectives. Wishing you peace and happiness, and we'll see you in the next video.